Hello everyone, myself Rakhi Miti, Assistant Professor, Department of Chemistry, GDB Girls College, कोटा। हमारा टॉपिक चल रहा है गैस क्रोमेटोग्राफी। उसमें आज हम पढ़ रहे हैं इंस्ट्रूमेंटेशन के बारे में। Although many commercial variations are available, basically all gas chromatographs, whether GLG or GSC, consist of six basic components. First, a carrier gas which is maintained at a high pressure and is delivered to the instrument at a rapid and reproducible rate. Second, a sample injection system. Third, the separation column. Fourth, one or more detectors. 5. Thermostated chambers for the temperature regulation of the column and detectors. 6. An amplification and recorder system. Schematic diagram of a gas chromatographic system is known as। आपको दे रखा है गैस क्रोमेटोग्राफ का जो स्केमेटिक डायग्राम है वो किस तरीके का है। The gas chromatography separation is carried out in a tubular column made of glass, metal or Teflon. In this column, a sorbent is filled as the stationary phase. The adsorbent are packed in the form of fine size graded powder, where the liquids are either coated as fine thin film on the column wall or first coated over an inert size graded porous support such as fire brick powder, followed by packing in the column. A gas serving as mobile phase flows continuously through the column. It is known as the carrier gas and serves to transport samples components in the column. The sample is introduced in the vapor form at the carrier gas entrance end of the column. Different components of the sample are absorbed on the stationary phase to different extents depending upon their distribution coefficient. The portion of each component in gas phase is swept further immediately by carrier gas. As a result, a fraction of the absorbed amount also dissolves out to maintain the K value. At the same time, out of swept amount, some amount will go into sorbent at the next point in the column again to maintain the K value. This goes on successively and continuously, and as a whole, the band for each component moves further in the column and having the shape of more or less Gaussian distributions. The separation of a binary mixture is shown as it should be kept in mind that the gas in driving force for the movement of ions through the column and the solid provides the selective retarding force. The detector can be regarded as the brain of chromatograph and the column as its heart. सेपरेशन ऑफ बाइनरी मिक्सचर्स आपको दे रखा है। पहले में सैम्पल इंट्रोडक्शन है, सेकंड है पार्शियल सेपरेशन अचीव्ड, थर्ड है कंप्लीट सेपरेशन अचीव्ड। कैरियर गैस जो मोस्ट वाइडली कंपोनेंट्स जो हैं वो जो वेरियस कंपोनेंट्स इसके हैं उसके बारे में हम डिटेल में देखते हैं। द मोस्ट वाइडली यूज्ड कैरियर गैस आर हाइड्रोजन, हीलियम, नाइट्रोजन एंड एयर। हाइड्रोजन हैज़ मोर एडवांटेज एज कम्पेयर टू अदर गैसेस बट इट्स डेंजरस टू यूज़। Helium is second best but it's expensive. Nitrogen is inexpensive but gives reduced sensitivity, and air is used only when the oxygen in the air is useful to the detector or separation. Helium is generally used because of its excellent thermal conductivity, inertness, low density, and it allows greater flow rates. Hydrogen has a better thermal conductivity and lower density, but has the disadvantage that it may react with unsaturated compounds and that it creates a fire and explosive hazards. For selecting a carrier gas, following consideration should be taken. It should be inert, in other words, it should not react with the sample, stationary phase or contact hardware. It should be suitable for the detector employed and the type of the sample analyzed. It should be readily available in high purity. It should give best column performance consistence with required speed of analysis. It should be cheap. It should not cause the risk of fire. Sample introduction system is very important because one of the feature of gas chromatography is the use of very small amount of sample. The system must introduce the sample in a reproducible manner and must vaporize it instantaneously so that the sample will enter the column as a single slug. Liquid samples are generally introduced by hypodermic String through a self-sealing rubber septum into a small inlet chamber, which may be heated to cause flash evaporation. This temperature must not be so high that it decomposes the sample. Solid sample must be dissolved in volatile liquids for introducing or may be introduced directly if they can be liquefied. Gas samples require special gas sampling for introduction into carrier gas stream columns. The column can be constructed of a glass or metal tubing, and for analytical work it has 4.8 mm diameter. It can be of any length from a few centimeters to over 100 meters and can be coiled, bent or straight. Three types of analytical column are generally used in gas chromatography. These are packed open tubular and support coated open tubular. The detail of column is given below. Packed column. Packed column are prepared by packing metal or glass tubing with granule stationary phase. For GSC, the columns are packed with size graded absorbent or porous polymer. Whereas for GLC, the packing is prepared by coating the liquid phase over a size graded inert solid support. The advantage of porous polymer as packing material are there is no column bleed. Most of the porous polymers are stable up to 250 degrees centigrade and cause no baseline drift. It therefore allows the use of highly sensitive detectors. There is no absorption of polar compounds such as water, alcohols, acids. They are eluted rapidly as sharp symmetrically peak. Sample overloaded recovery is rapid and without telling. This is quite useful in trace analysis work. Porous polymer provided are unique. फिर है आपका ओपन ट्यूबुलर कॉलम्स और सपोर्ट कोटेड ओपन ट्यूबुलर कॉलम्स. फिर नेक्स्ट आता है आपका डिटेक्टर्स. Almost all the detectors monitor the GLC common effluents by measuring the changes in the composition arising from the variation in the elute components. When the carrier gas allowance is passing, they give a zero signal. When a component is eluted, it is detected and signal proportional to the concentration of that component is produced. Integrated detectors, which give signals proportional to the amount of the elute components, are also available. Some commercially available detectors will be described now. Differential thermal conductivity detector. One of the first detectors used was the different thermal conductivity detector. The principle of the detector is that the temperature and thus the resistance of the wire through which a current is flowing is dependent upon the thermal conductivity of gas in which it is immersed. The thermal conductivity of a gas is function of its compositions. ये टिपिकल DT-DC सेल जो है आपको इस तरीके से दे रखा है. It consists of two chambers of small volumes made within a metal block, each containing resistance wire of thermistor which has a high temperature coefficient of resistance. The resistance varies greatly with the temperature. These resistance constitutes the reference and the sensing elements respectively and are included in two arms of a Wheatstone bridge biscuit circuits. The carrier gas passes in both the cells and the arrangement is such that the column effluent are moved into sensing side only. Activity of the sample component then of carrier gases. As a result, the resistance of S also varies and the breeze becomes unbalanced. This off balance current is signaled to the recorder which draws the elution curve for chromatographic separation. The differential thermal conductivity detectors generally respond to all substance except the carrier gas. The sensitivity depends on the type of carrier gas, filaments, current detectors, block temperature, and flow rate of carrier gas. The important precautions with DTCD is the first turn the carrier gas on and then only switch on filament current detector block heater. Similarly, do not turn off the carrier gas before switching off the detector current or before the detector block has cooled down. These avoid damage of the filaments and gives long life to the detector. The TCD respond to all type of organic and inorganic compounds, including those not detected by FID. Further, it does not destroy the eluted components and therefore is suitable for preparative work. It is, however, less sensitivity than the FID with a minimum detection limit of 10 to the power minus 5 G. Flame ionization detector. The ionization detectors are based upon the electric conductivity of gases. In normal temperature and pressure, gases act as insulation but will become conductivity of ions. If electrons are present, if the conditions are such that the gas molecules themselves do not ionize, the change in the conductivity due to the presence of very small number of ions can be detected. Typical flame ionization detector is shown. Hydrogen is added with a capillary as the electrode of the cell and the collector in the other. A sufficient potential to collect all ions is used. The detector is remarkably insensitive to the presence of water vapor or air in the carrier gas, and the background current is low so that the small quantities can be measured with proper amplification. The main drawback are different response to the different substance and to back fact that the sample is destroyed. The detector responds to all organic compounds except formic acids and response being greatest for hydrocarbons. The following are some compounds that are not detected by flame ionization detectors: H2O2, N2SiCl4, H2O, SO2, COCS2, NH3, NONO2, N2CO2, etc. फिर है आपका इलेक्ट्रॉन कैप्चर डिटेक्टर. The electron affinity of different substances can be used as the basis for an ionization detector known as electron capture detector. It responds to only those compounds whose molecules have an affinity for electrons, such as chlorinated compounds, alkyl leads. On the contrary, it responds to very little to compounds such as hydrocarbons. Is a diagram of an electron capture detector in which a metal foil coated with a tritium containing compound is used as steady source of slow electrons. ECD is extremely sensitive to certain compounds. Chlorinated pesticides can be determined down to uh, program levels. A shortcomings of ECD is that is very narrow linear range. The proper calibration and adjustment of the sample size, high sensitivity for hallucinated compounds and therefore used for the detection of herbicides. Some other detectors for the special purpose have been the gas density detectors, helium and argon ionization detector, solid state detectors, organic semiconductor detectors, alkali frame detectors. Substract. The solid support is generally uh, coated with the high boiling liquid known as substract which has acid immobile phase in GLC. Good solvent property of component, differential partitioning of sample component, low vapor pressure, high thermal stability. Temperature control. Temperature programming facilities control increase of even temperature during analysis. Temperature programming may be carried out in three different modes: natural, linear, or matrix or multilinear. In general, the operation with the linear temperature program is more common. तो requirements हैं dual column system. They compensates for bleeding of the liquid phase for column and during the increase of temperature. Separate heaters for injectors columns. Differential flow controllers, low mass column, oven for rapid heat transfer. Thin wall column, low liquid phase loading, pure dry gaseous, stable and non-stable injection system. एवोल्यूशन जो होगी हम क्या होता है, किस तरीके से आप इसका ग्राफ प्लॉट करते हैं, तो ये सब चीज़ आएगी आपकी एवोल्यूशन में. तो एवोल्यूशन से पहले आपने टेम्परेचर कंट्रोल देख लिया, सब्सट्रैक्ट देख लिया. टेम्परेचर कंट्रोल में जो मैंने आपको ये बताई है कि कौन कौन सी जो रिक्वायरमेंट्स हैं वो आपको ये पे ध्यान रखनी है कि फ़्लो कंट्रोल, डिफरेंशियल लो मास कॉलम वॉल्यूम होना चाहिए, थिन वॉल्ड कॉलम होना चाहिए, लो लिक्विड फेज